You know, some of these things, I don't know. You know, I'm not even gonna waste the people's time. Like we don't really have no. Oh, before we actually start, I do got a little story time. It happened at work uh last night. You know, once
Okay.
again involved in another domestic saving. You know, why does this always happen to me?
Why would you say that? The first thing that came to my mind is that referee who held the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah. Last time in Wyndham it was the old girl. Uh,
Right.
I ain't gonna say her name, but we know who. Yeah.
Right.
Same situation, bro. I'm at the gate chilling, and car pull up, and usually if they a guest, they don't necessarily have to pull up to me. There's another gate they can go to, so they already got their room key and stuff. And they can just scan their room key, let them in. She pulled up on my side. She handed me the room key. I'm like, weird. As she handing it to me,
Mm.
she's shaking and shit. You know what I mean? Like she's shaking like real bad.
Is she looking at you like kind of hard?
Yeah, she was looking at in my soul, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell wrong with that? I thought she was one of those. I'm like, this drug addict got to like she tripping, bro.
It's crazy.
You know. So I take the room key. I was like, oh, is this a problem with the room key? She was like, oh no, I was just letting you know. Um, I'm a guest in room such and such. But as she telling me, she's like going like, help me. She mouthing it like, help me, help me. She looking at it, and the eyes are like pointing at this nigga. And I was like, oh, okay, let me check the system real quick. And then I faked like I checked the system and her back card, and I kind of like gave her a look like, there's no them boys about to be on their way. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
like, the shit was like disastrous, nigga. Like, so to get back to the room, I already called. I made the call. I work with
911?
yeah. Well, I work with Ricky them, so I'm like, hey, this is what's
Yeah.
going on. Ricky made the call, 911 call. He let them know. I guess she made a 911 call too when she got to
Okay.
the room or whatever. And like, I guess she like dipped on the nigga, like she ran or something, like to get away from him. And tell me how like these niggas took 45 minutes to an hour to arrive on the scene.
Really?
Yeah, bro. So I'm like, where the fuck these niggas at, bro? And the dude was like calling the front desk. The boyfriend was calling the front desk to like get inside the room because she got the room keys. But he can't get in because her name is on the reservation. So we can't
Mm.
even let him in anyway. So he calling front desk like somebody better come open his door. Somebody come open his door. And police ain't never show up, bro. I'm like, I know this nigga's gonna get agitated soon.
Yeah.
Police finally show up. They go over there. They start talking to her. Why you talk to her? I get why you talk to her, but like, first go put this nigga in handcuffs. Cause this nigga's at the room door
Right.
waiting and getting agitated, bro. So they talking to her. Time go by again, like another 30 minutes. He's steady blowing up the front desk phone. Finally, he like, yeah, I had enough. I'm about to go up there. Mind you, there's two sheriffs on property, bro.
At the front desk, or are they like,
They at the building where they was at.
okay,
And this nigga somehow casually came down from the floor he was on and walked over to the front desk. I'm like, how the
um,
sheriff ain't see this nigga walk out the building? And we don't know what this nigga capable of. We don't know if he one of those. You know what I mean?
was he
Sadly,
uh,
he was one of us.
oh,
Sadly, I had hopes that he wouldn't have been because I couldn't tell originally when I seen him in the car. I was like, I think he might be mixed or some shit, but he was one
yeah.
of us.
So
sadly. So when we hear that, oh, he going to the front desk, he walking over there. Man, Sway had no choice. Sway had no choice but to go over there and interfere, bruh. And I'm at the gate, powerless, nigga. And I'm like, I'm fearing for this nigga's life. I'm like, oh shit, this dude is about to be like on some like, hey, like if Sway like interfere, like he gonna either swing or he got that thing on him, type shit. And cause he know you gotta know you going to jail, bruh. Police here, you seen the police when you came down.
I didn't see anything. It was for them. For
How the
him.
fuck? How the fuck? Your girl dipped on you, kept you locked out outside the door. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, Sway went. Luckily, Sway beat him there. I don't know what he was about to do to front desk. I for real don't know what he was about to do. And Sway, like intercepted him when he got there. He was like, "Sir," dude ignored him first time. He's like, "Hey, sir." He's like, "How can I help you?" This and that. It was like, "I'm locked outside my room. I told y'all this and that. I need a kid." And Sway was like, what's like explain the situation, like Sway buying time and shit. And then like Sway set his ass up, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, he's like, I'm security, I can help you out. Let's just walk over to the room and we get you situated. Whole time I'm like, man, I hope he going, cause this dumbass nigga go. This dumbass nigga go. So, Sway set his ass up. He walked towards the building. Police finally was like, hey, you Matthew, put your hands behind your back, shit, and this type of that. And the cops, the two cops who were originally there, had to been scary as shit because a third guy came in. He was the supervisor, and he was like, "Where my guys at?" I was like, "Them sorry motherfuckers over there, building 25 ain't doing shit." you know, he was like, "All right." He went over there, and I guess that's when they got the balls to find this nigga. You know,
Oh, now we got backup. So now
right? Right.
crazy.
They arrested the nigga, and apparently he had like, what was the story? Like they were at City Walk or some shit, and he like banged her shit on the steering wheel and hit her and shit. I was like, boy, nigga's going away. He even if he do get bailed out, he gotta wait till Monday because the weekend.
Yeah.
I say he better hope them niggas in there don't find out what he did, cause
Right. Did you do your wellness check?
nah, I was at the gate. I was tied up. But she wasn't for me, you know. It, it ain't like that, you know. I don't try to be rescuing these damsels in distress or nothing like that, you know. But it was crazy though, you know. I was just like, damn, this shit keep happening to me, bro. Like,
Captain Rio to the rescue.
I know let's not do that. Let's not do that because you gonna have all these people coming up to me like, can you help me next? Like, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are, lady. You know,
He has one in his chest.
I've been in an
He's a
abusive relationship for 3 years now. I can't. This is not.
You did it for her.
Like, oh, that was different.
That's
Yeah, man.
crazy.
I'm just glad I pick up on like the cues, like she was saying help me though. That was the same thing like old girl was like help me. I was like, oh shit, this is serious. It's the realization of it, like, oh shit.
Yeah, you
You
for
know?
it.
Yeah, like I was like, I don't know if I'm being pranked or what, but like,
I mean, even the fact that she called 911 herself, you know.
and I don't know how people like if she been in an abusive relationship or this the first time this shit happened. So like she was shaking something serious though. Like when she handed me that key, I was like maybe she was in shock because it's the first time it happened. She just can't believe this nigga actually hit her, or but it's been going on, and she finally had enough.
Remember, if anybody out there is going through anything really abusive, don't tolerate it. Just pick up your phone, call 188 real one.
Nah, don't see. Hey, but I'm gonna be honest though. Like, from what I understand, why the cops take so long, and even in the situation we had that day, I'm not talking about old girl that we know and cool with. Remember the other one where Buddy dipped, he
Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah.
Remember that day they took forever too to get there. The reason why is because that shit is low on their priority list. When you call the police for a domestic situation, they put it low on their priority list because if they get called out to that situation, number one, somebody got to get arrested. Number two, a lot of times when they come to arrest somebody, the other person is like, "Oh, please don't take them to jail." This and that, you know, emotions get involved, and people, like, "Please, I don't want to see them go to jail. Please, I don't want to get in trouble." And so it's a waste of the police time a lot of times. So,
You didn't when you call. You didn't put on your white voice. Would have gotten there.
nah, Ricardo called, so you know, I thought that would help. You know,
Yeah, he's supposed to be a little bit more proper.
right? Like this sounds like a very Caucasian gentleman.
Well spoken gentleman.
I thought they would get there quickly, but they put that shit low on their priority list. Cops say like, so just know you call for a domestic situation, like buy yourself some time here in Florida because it's not high priority. They got other calls going on. They're gonna do those calls first.
Which is crazy, but I understand it.
Because when
45 minutes is a long time though.
When the first cop got there, he told Sway, he's like, where is it? He's like, oh, just so you know, I got 2 calls. Like, nigga, we called you. He's like, I got 2 calls I got to respond to. It's like, nigga, like, okay.
Right. You here now.
Right. Like, they really did not care, bro. They didn't. The fact that he wasn't detained, knowing the situation, like, we don't know what this nigga capable of. Like, imagine if he wanted to start shooting up shit.
Right. It would have been over. Then they would have been in more trouble because y'all responding late.
Right. Which is why I think that's why he desperately wanted to get into that room. I think.
Oh yeah. But
I think he wanted to go get that fire on him. I think the nigga was going out with a bang, bro.
I don't know.
He was like,
I can't say that.
He was talking to Sway, and he was like, "I'm from Detroit, this and that." Like, I was like, "Yeah, he one of those, bro."
Why y'all left Sway by himself?
First of all, it was, how we make, we be in a party playing 2K, we make fun of the nigga who be in charge of shit. That's who was in charge last night. He already tried to set up Sway earlier in that situation. He's like, "Go upstairs and talk to the dude." I got on the phone. I was like, "Fuck no!" I said, "Don't you go up there, bro." I said, "That nigga is likely to throw your ass off that floor."
Why he didn't do it? You the supervisor.
Thank you.
Yeah, nigga.
But we was like, nobody should go up there. We told him like nobody should go up there because we don't know what this nigga capable of. He right there he calling from the building phone, which is right by the elevator. So he's right there waiting for whoever come out the elevator. He's dealing with them, man.
Yeah.
I was like, don't go up there, but that shit was hilarious. So at the same time, I was scared for Sway, but at the same time, that shit was hilarious to me because I was just like, this nigga really tried to get you killed today, bro. Like,
so it's 4 of y'all?
It was me, Sway. Ricardo's working dispatch, so he's in a whole other office. I'm at the gate.
Okay.
Sway and another dude is out there patrolling, and then we got the leader guy. And the other dude who patrolling with Sway, this is useless. This is fucking useless.
That's crazy.
So Me, Ricardo, and Sway, we hop on the phone to communicate because we already know, like, if we don't handle this shit is gonna get worse and worse. Cause the nigga came to me, he came to the gate. The leader dude came to the gate, asked me what the situation was. I told him. He go, okay, I'm gonna walk over there and go talk to him. I said, whoa, wait. I said, let the sheriff handle it, bro.
Right.
Go to the building, make sure they're not fighting over there. But like, don't put yourself in the situation. Let the sheriff handle it. Then nigga walk to the building anyway. Go talk to the lady. So I said, not only did you fuck up by doing that, you just put this nigga, the boyfriend, on high alert. Now he know we know.
LIQ.
That's what I'm saying. I said this shit common sense, bro. Like, come on now, bro. You try. Cause like, you lucky this nigga ain't no shooter, bro.
They don't give y'all anything, right? Yeah, that's crazy.
If 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 he picked up on me knowing at the gate, he could have dealt with me at the gate too.
Yeah,
I had to play that shit off so smooth, bro. I didn't even like really look his way. That's why I didn't know if he was black or not. Cause I was just like, I focused on her. I was like, oh, you know, I treated that shit like, oh, you know, she a returning guest. But I gave her that look like, I got you. Like,
did you write down the number, like the room number?
when she told me, I slick wrote it down. I was hanging out the door with my left hand. I handed her back the car, and I was writing that shit down with my right hand. I was like, yeah, got his ass.
WIQ.
You know, I was like, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, oh yeah, because you work overnight. Ain't it crazy how the most like some of the crazy stuff happen at night?
bro. That shit. So when you put it into perspective on security, like that shit is so like scary at the same time because we had a situation where I don't know if I was working overnight that night. Oh, I mean at the gate that night, but we heard about it like that same night. It was a shooter going to different hotels that's shooting up people.
In your area?
Yeah, bro. Literally down the road. I say, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, that's that's crazy.
I
That's
said,
really. I mean, like your job could be real fun, but it could be real scary. But like the worst part is the fact they don't give y'all nothing.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I was like, how y'all expect somebody to? And they like, oh, if you know bring a weapon, you get terminated. And I was like, bro, hey, I can't go out like that, bro. Ain't no way,
You gonna pull up with you the gun, you got nothing.
right? Imagine a nigga just. I open the thing and the nigga just like, I'm like, how can I help you? And nigga just, bah, like, just not even, don't even think twice about it, bro.
So it is all right. So when you pull up, it's the gates, and you in that little booth thing.
Yeah, the booth thing is pretty big. It's big enough to like, I'm just in there chilling. I got AC and shit, and I got
It's like a
computer.
sliding door,
Yeah, it's a sliding door. Yeah,
both sides or just one.
both sides. So I not only gotta watch the incoming gate, the
Yeah,
outgoing gate. I'm blind to most of the time because
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I don't know who be behind me a lot of time. I be watching my back like motherfucker, bro. So I'm
Is
like,
can they like see through? Is it
yeah,
bulletproof?
it ain't bulletproof. Fuck no, that shit ain't
Oh,
bulletproof.
that's tough.
That shit is not
It's
bulletproof,
really
bro.
trying to. Yeah,
You know.
that's crazy.
I'm like, bruh, when we really had this conversation one night, we was just like, damn, hey, y'all know we just like sitting ducks.
Literally,
And we be here. Sometimes we'll hear gunshots and shit from other properties and stuff. Like y'all,
really.
yeah, we'll be like, y'all heard that shit? Somebody shooting. That shit be
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
yeah, tripping.
I be like,
It ain't
man,
like nothing like take an extra class or something to get approved to have something on y'all.
it as a security, like you can do that, but it just solely depends on where you work at. So the company that you work at or the property you working for has to permit you to carry that.
But in y'all case,
We can't. Cause they're super duper professional and they want a clean image look. You know.
what?
Yeah.
Like you can't even have a taser, man.
That's what I said. I said we should at least be holding taser guns, nigga.
I'm dead. That's crazy.
You know,
Professional?
we slide be bringing stuff with us just in case. Like we don't let
Me
them know
too.
about it, but we slide
Yeah.
be bringing shit with us. Like, hey, ain't no way I'm finna be going out like that, bro. It's just no way, bro.
I mean, well, no, you ain't got it. I was gonna say if you got your registered license, does that overrule?
Nah, you still can't bring it on there. They got a big ass sign as soon as you turn on property, they got a big ass sign that say no weapons and like people gonna listen, bro.
Right.
We be every time we go like sometimes they'll go and clean out like housekeeping go clean out the room, guns in the safe and shit. Like these people not listening to y'all, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Y'all, yeah, is y'all place more like more strict or is it like Wyndham?
more strict because with Wyndham, it's like ain't who's stopping anybody from walking on Wyndham. You know what I mean? You
Right.
you don't got you don't got to go through a gate or none of that. The only gate you're going through is for the parking garage.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of the time when we out there just chilling, well, how we was like we was sitting ducks too. Like if a nigga was crazy enough, if
That's why I ain't like sitting out there.
a nigga was crazy, I'm gonna be honest, bro. A lot of times I thought in my head, damn, I'm sitting here chilling at the front desk with you and Abdul. Like if a nigga crazy enough to come walk in this bitch, I'm running and you know how that we was on the second floor. I'm
Yeah.
jumping like a motherfucker. I don't care what legs I break. Nigga got to catch me.
Over the lobby.
Yeah, yeah. I thought about it 1,000 times. I was like, if I land on one of these chairs, I'm good, nigga. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, nah. That's I don't know. Now that I think about it, that's crazy. Because even when we was in the lobby, it's like it's so many ways somebody could come from a different angle.
That's what I'm
There's only
saying.
three of us, four at max.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The girls at the when I was doing that shit last night, the dude was like he on his way over there. The girls called or I called them. Or no, they called me. They called me and they was like, "What you gonna do?" I said, "What am I gonna do?" I said, "I'm hemmed up at the gate. I can't do shit." I was like, "Look, I sent Sway over there. I sent Sway over there." They was
It's
like,
kind of wild.
they was scared. They was scared. They was scared of shit. Well, they know me. I talk to
Oh,
them a lot. And Sway, they have my direct extension at the front gate.
okay.
So they called me. I was like, they was scared, boy. It was it's a it's a dude that work at the front lobby. That nigga was scared, bro. It's a little Asian dude, man. He was scared, bro. He was scared shitless, boy. He was like,
You you think about being like one of the moments, and I got y'all. Don't worry.
I was like, look, I say, I'm stuck here at the gate. I can't. It's that shit kind of out of my hand. I can't just leave the gate to go do other shit. I was like, if I hear gunshots though, I'm running, but just know I'm gonna run past the front desk.
Yeah, yeah. Follow me, follow me.
Yeah, hey, either hide or run. I don't know what to tell you. I'm out. I was like, I'm gonna put these gates up and I'm dipping. Cause you can't tell me gunshots go off. You can't tell me otherwise that I had to stay there. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
bringing.
So you already got your exit plan?
Oh yeah, I was like, I can't do nothing about somebody pulling up and shooting. That shit I can't do nothing about. Ain't no predicting it. I can't do nothing about it. But if a dude does get in and let's say he starts shooting up the lobby or some shit, and I hear that shit, I'm out of there, dipping, gone, not staying around for nothing.
Is your car close?
Yeah, my car be closed, but I fuck that. We out of there first. I come back for the car later. You know,
That's crazy.
I ain't got
I
time to
didn't.
be fumbling the damn keys and shit. I'm trying to start the car.
Shit, drop the keys.
Right? Like, oh shit, I forgot my phone charger. I ain't got time to be
That's
thinking about
crazy.
none of that. Grabbing my phone, we out of there. I call the cops while I'm running, nigga.
Where are you at? I'm going home.
I'm at the Popeyes down the road. I figured I get a little hungry after all the running I did.
You know, that's crazy. I mean, at least y'all got more bodies. What, like you said, like 6, 7 people,
Yeah,
eight
with a
people.
full shift, it's a group of us. So that shit's never supposed to happen, bruh. The fact that Sway was in that situation should have never happened. But like that shit happened. And I was
So like,
like,
y'all got hella unqualified people.
these niggas are just like, don't be thinking, bro. We really sit there and be like, we think these niggas mentally just one of those, you know? Like, hey man, he got a few screws loose, bruh. Like, I don't think he should be here. You know,
Crazy.
he ain't qualified. And we had people on PTO last night, and you know, it wasn't good.
See, so one person at the gate, one person watching cameras, and two control.
It's usually three patrolling, but we had it's on Saturday. It's usually three patrolling with two leadership people. But one leadership person was on patrol, and another nigga got let go recently. So there's only two people patrolling with one leadership. The one leadership dude that was there is one we be making fun of and shit.
Why y'all don't do the leadership?
They've asked us so many times, and we said fuck no.
Why not?
The pay is only significantly better, and it's just they do they deal with shit like we don't want to do it. You know,
But it's sketchy.
politics in the
Oh,
at the
okay, I got
top,
you.
and you know, constantly got managers like watching them and shit. Like, nah, we ain't trying to deal with that. You know,
What's, I, dang, I don't know. I should have put well, nah, probably not that day. But one of them days I was gonna pull up on y'all since you work Saturday and I'm off. I was gonna pull up on y'all and see what y'all be doing. But
you should Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I'll be at the gate Saturday.
I almost forgot because like I saw you were streaming. I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna get on in a minute. And I got on, you was off. And I was like, okay, he probably gonna get on later. And it hit like 10 o'clock, you went on. I was like, what this nigga doing? And like, oh, he gotta work. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Now I don't even know where y'all at.
We on. Well, I get into the
Well, let me
details.
tell you.
Yeah. But you know, that was our day. We just I couldn't believe it, bro. The whole rest of the night I was just like, damn. I said, Sway, boy, you almost got dealt with, Sway. We could have lost you, bro.
Voluntarily too. It's
I
crazy.
was like, we could have lost you for real. I said, boy, you brave, boy, for even going to intercept that nigga. I don't know if I would have took it that far.
Was the okay? Well, what was the ratio? Like height to weight? What
Oh man,
was?
you never met Sway in real life.
I ain't never seen Sweet.
So Sway and Ricardo are both like 5'7" Puerto Ricans.
Why you smiling? Fuck it.
They're my niggas though.
Oh, that's crazy.
They're like
Okay.
they like 5'7" Puerto Rican slim, like, but they scrappy though. You know what I mean? Like they scrappy. Like Sway got a mean streak to him though. So like, but they fight. Then this dude, when I saw Sway walking, because from the gate I could see them walking, I was like, this dude looked to be like 6'1", like, type shit. I was like,
Okay.
I was like, man, but you know, black dude, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like this shit could get ugly, bruh. I'm like, I was like, oh shit. Because we stayed on the phone and I heard him in my earpiece intercept the dude. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what you doing? I said, I
I
told
know you
I
had to
told
put on his
Ricky.
I know you had to put on his voice.
Oh yeah,
Aaron voice.
yeah. He was like, kudos to him, dog, because that's and you know, Sway's done other security work, but he ain't really been like in a situation like that. So that was kind of like I ain't gonna say it's his first situation where he had to, but they you know I dealt with the shit. That's why they want me there so badly. That's why everybody who know me there want me to deal with shit. All the shit I dealt with at Wyndham, you can't make up. Like, I'm like, so if dude would have seen me, he would have had a whole different tone about how he went about things. Like, but you see Sway, he probably like, who is this little nigga talking to me? Cause he totally ignored him the first time. I heard it on the other end. And Sway was like, "Sir, how can I help you?" Like, Sway was about Sway was about to get into that, but I said, "Well, you brave, boy. 'Cause I don't know how he would have reacted otherwise."
They still ain't got you off your off your kennel.
Nah,
They
man,
ain't let you free it. That's
they not.
crazy.
They say you gonna get this time served, my guy.
That's crazy.
You gonna get this
That's
time
wild.
served. I got this maybe like around like this time next year, which is a fucking long time. You know what I mean? And everybody thirsting for it. Everybody like, man, you need to be out there already because shit like this, you know,
Is it is it a decision or is it like a rule, like in the rule book?
it's a rule. It's a
That's tough.
it's a policy of theirs mixed with the rule of the Florida Department of Motor Vehicle shit. Like, it's like, come on, bruh. I didn't know. How the fuck I'm supposed to know?
They
You know?
got shit locked up, dog. That's
That's what
crazy.
I say I'm really on a leash. Like until they let the dog off the leash, I can't just picture a pit bull just neutered like I know.
That's creepy. I mean, well, I can't even say that. You can't even go to work like, yeah, I get to at least take a nap or watch something. No, you can't
Right.
even do that. That's
And
crazy.
they fucking with me too because the where I do the camera work, where the cameras are and stuff, when I do the calls and stuff, they change the lights in there. These lights are like psychiatric ward lights, nigga. Like you
That's
know
crazy.
on the psychiatric them bright ass lights, white, they super white. Like if you was like to see these shits in the like hospital hallway, you be like, this shit haunted. Like them kind of lights.
Y'all got the on and off, or y'all got the motion?
It's the on and off.
Oh, okay, okay.
But them shits stay on when I'm working in there, boy. I be like, boy, this is torture, nigga.
But they gonna make shit where you can't sleep.
Yeah, even supervisor dude was like, they trying to torture you, man. He's like, they trying to break you mentally. So they had a leak in the ceiling. They purposely wasn't fixing the leak. And you picture being in a bright ass room with the bright ass lights and a water leak just going, and that's all you hear all night. Fucking water leak. And he's like, this is Chinese. He's like, this is Chinese torture, man. I say, boy, they trying to kill you, boy. It's cool though.
Why you ain't pull the political route? Call the HR.
They in on it.
That's crazy.
they, they in on it. They the one who was like, yeah, you just gotta serve it out, and when it's up,
That's
they like
crazy.
their excuses. You're fortunate we let you stay on. That's their thing. Like, fortunately, you were able to stay here because usually we terminate people. You know.
No, y'all know there ain't nobody better than me, and I can go anywhere else I want.
Yeah. It's like, they vouch for you because they said they couldn't lose you, and so like we let you stay on doing this. You know,
You know it, and I know.
y'all keep. It's crazy that y'all telling me I have to wait to do this, but y'all keep offering me this lead position. So which one? Which one is it, bro?
I'm the fortune, man.
Which one? That I think they just like, yeah, we're gonna keep this nigga here until he take this damn lead position because sooner or later he gonna break and take it. He went off the leash. That's what it's gonna take.
That's crazy. That might be what it is too.
We already made up our mind. We're not doing that shit. So you know that's been my yeah, very eventful night. You know, I
It's
envy
like,
your dog,
oh,
man.
he just wants to make a guest appearance all the time.
I
So
wish. I wish I can go back to the days where I could pick up my dog and show him off, and that ain't happening, bro. You know,
I mean, you're not gonna start the transition process. Oh shoot! Well,
of what?
of getting another one and you know
I don't know if I
easing
can.
him in.
I don't know if I can handle another one right now, man. Not that
He can.
this one's a handful because you know he's more like attached to my family than he is like
That's
he
great.
come fuck with me when he wants to, but like he's more attached to them. Like
Is it clever or clover?
clever.
Clever can show him the ropes. You know,
Yeah, he's gonna just teach him all the bad habits that he do. You know,
while he's sleeping gaming, he's gonna be catching me like that.
all the bad, right. We'll burst into his room when he least expected and like keep fucking with him. You hungry? I can go for snacks. Let's go get some snacks.
He had to be there somewhere. I had to find him.
If we can't find him, let's just go mess with him and stare at him for 2 hours until he folds.
Yeah. Then when he closed the door, we want to get out.
Right. And anytime you don't want to do anything, just growl at him because he's gonna think we're gonna bite him, but we're not actually gonna bite.
Number one of all, don't let him pick you up.
Right. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't like being in the air.
I don't know about you.
That's crazy. And I used to pick this nigga up all the time, and like it just stopped one day. Like I tried to do it, and he was not going, bro. Bit me that day. He bit me that day.
You didn't. Yeah, that's crazy. He bit you?
Yeah, he bit me that day. And so I thought it was just that day, and I was just like, oh, this is that day. He just probably didn't want to be picked up. And every time since I tried, he just not going. He's like, don't pick me off this ground.
So okay, it was like, I pick him up by the stomach and it's up like this.
Like I like pick him up like in a hug, whether it's like that or
Yeah,
whether it's like
yeah.
hugging in a hugging position. He won't
Yeah.
let me do it. I think it has something because he hates going to the vet too. I think it has something to do with how the vets pick him up and put him on the table. Yeah, I don't know. I think they scarred him like when they did that.
But he's been to the vet since.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's like he always gives them a hard time whenever they do it. I just think they have to like muzzle him and stuff. So
That's wild.
yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't insert your dominance and pick him up and keep him up.
I could do that. But I just don't want to like manhandle him and shit. Like it'd look abusive if I was just like, nah, fuck what you saying, and you know.
Fuck all that, nigga. You getting up.
I could literally manhandle him if I wanted to. I'd choke this nigga out if need be. But like I just let him do him. He's an old man now. Like he's 7 years. He's like 49 in dog years. It's like let him do him.
Get up here. That's crazy.
Yeah. You like a dog his size usually got about like they usually go about like 12, 13 years, maybe. The bigger the dog, the less amount of time they live for. Like your dog will probably get like 15, 16. Like you know what I mean? Mine realistically got about usually it's like 10 or 11. If you keep them on good track, they get a little bit more out of it.
That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it'll make the transition smoother. The replacement.
I'm hoping. My thing is, I should have probably done it earlier because like a second dog would have probably been envious of the second dog and got back on the good track. Like you picking this nigga up, pick me up too, nigga.
Imagine.
Like, nah, don't come over here now. Like he's the new favorite, He's funny though. I bought him he's hooked on his harness because he doesn't do a leash, he does a harness, body harness. I bought him a new one. He's like, fuck that new harness. Like, where's mine at? You know,
So
I'm like,
he's
that's
not.
crazy. I bought the new harness for nothing. Like,
That's crazy.
you know,
This man got a. You know, I got the perfect dog for you.
you
But
know,
he doesn't say much.
right? As in terms of behavior, like he cool. Like he do the usual dog shit. Bark
Yeah,
at the people who come to the door and like mailman and sometimes other animals depending. It's like he pick and chooses who wants to bark. But like he's potty trained and like, you know, all that stuff. So like and he don't bark at night and stuff like all that stuff is just I'll take the attitude problems over like fucking up the house and chewing on shoes and
yeah.
he don't do none of that stuff.
I mean, yeah. Oh well. He was never doing that when he was younger, right?
I mean, he was like when he was younger, he was just like that's why I called him because he didn't have a name for a while when I first got him.
That's crazy.
But
The kid didn't even know what
he was
that.
just doing shit like what is this dog like? This dog is too smart for his own good, bro. He was like getting out of shit and like, finding his way into things. Like it was just like this dog is clever as fuck. So I was like, I called him clever, you know.
Crazy.
And
Call him nigga. Hey, nigga.
I do be like, this is a nigga dog for real, boy. This is that nigga dog as it gets. Nigga just lounging all day, eating snacks, you know.
It's the nigga life.
Always in people business. This nigga's nosy as fuck. You know. But I take the attitude problems over that stuff.
Everyone would. I want to ask you your thing on this because it's been kind of trending for a while.
All right, before you do that though, let's get into this intro because yo, what up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Legit Podcast. We're your host, I'm Real One,
I'm getting good.
and we are back on this glorious Sunday. It is what 24th of September, football Sunday, and we're back, man. You know, y'all heard the crazy shit I go through, so that's how we was kicking it off, man. But yeah, go ahead. What was your, you know?
So most people have been dimming her the Celtic Shaq, the Wizards Mike, the odor of the goats.
Which is
None
a
of the
hilarious trend to me. That shit's hilarious, low key. I don't know who started that trend, but that shit is hilarious.
I I'm like you. I don't know. Like, where did this all start? Like,
I don't know. It had to be a funny nigga out there that was just like, you're washed. Like,
but how did she get relevant again?
are we talking about who I think we're talking about?
Yes, Miss Gomez.
It's got to be the man. Look, okay, I'm gonna come out and say it. I didn't know she was like that. I wasn't familiar with her game in the chesticles area. All right,
Okay.
that chest be chesting, you know. I just wasn't familiar with her game. I when I see her, I see Disney Channel her, you know.
Right.
I don't see nothing. I know she was a singer and stuff. I know she dated was it The Weeknd?
I thought it was a Kid Cudi.
It was somebody. For some reason I'm thinking The Weeknd or DJ Metro Boomin. For some reason I'm thinking it's one of them two.
I don't think it was Metro.
I think it might have been The Weeknd. But that's the only two variations I remember her like, and neither of them had that going for them. So. Oh, Justin Bieber. She was dating Justin Bieber too. I remember that. variation of her. That was Young Puppy Love. I thought those two would be. I thought they would make it. I don't know. I thought they would be a thing for forever. Really.
I mean, I'm like you. I wasn't familiar with the game, but by the time we were familiar with it, she's on a better middle. I mean,
It's crazy though because she's like clout. I guess I don't know if clout is a thing, but she's looking for it. You know, she like,
yeah.
oh, just so you guys know, I'm single, but I want to be that. Like, okay, why would you bring it up then? Like,
Next.
right? Like, okay, moving on. You know, I just she's not the only one. You know, Mia Khalifa, like there's this weird like resurgence, but like nobody cares. Like we didn't ask.
Mia,
You know?
her chest been chest.
Yeah,
Right?
she's been, you know,
It's been yeah. But we were familiar with her game.
yeah, we know she's, but it's
The
like,
game ain't gaming anymore though.
yeah,
It's hard to let go.
when you talk about Celtic Shack, that's Celtic Shack for real.
Right.
It's like you had a dominant run. Short, it was a short stint, but
It
that,
was.
like that shit you gotta hang that shit up. You're not helping the team no more, you know. I'm like these girlies, like I'm mad that people are like allowing these resurgences to happen when they're not justified. You know, listen, Doja Cat. Doja Cat has a
No.
he bounced back like I've never seen
No.
before.
No, she didn't.
Bruh, we thought I thought this girl was canceled for sure.
She is.
Is she? Her fucking
You
song
see it?
is like the top of the charts, and you know she's not gonna sell. Her album's gonna drop. She's not gonna sell. That's not no knock on her. That's just how women artists are. Like that's just how I go for them. You know what I mean? That's why I say. That's why I say female fans are capped. Because if you truly love these artists, you be buying their album, right?
Because you no, okay.
If it's all about, if it's look, and I don't want to get into the whole empowerment thing, but if it's all about empowerment, you're gonna do what it takes to empower your women, right? Like
That's kind of different though. Kind of different.
how?
Because just because I want to see you succeed, don't mean I'm gonna like what you put out though.
But you ain't gonna know what you like until you.
Fair. That's like they love Saweetie. They was with the whole icy girl movement.
Right?
Had a hit song, album dropped flop. The rest of the music was garbage.
That's
That was a clean sweep. Yeah.
Anyway, I saw that number, boy. I say, nah, this is a typo, right? This is a this is a
Right.
this is a typo. You're like, whose numbers are these? This is from one store in the this isn't from.
What about the other stores?
You got to add up all the stores in the country. They're like, no,
Damn.
we did. This is the final. I was like, God damn.
Are you sure?
Like, did you get the numbers from Japan and stuff too? Because she was in Japan on tour. I saw her in Japan. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Cause I mean, it's just like the empowerment. It's the same thing with like the black community. We want to support our local black businesses, right? We want to see each other go up. But if you ain't got nothing that I want, I'm not gonna down you, but you just ain't got nothing I want. Still want you to succeed.
That's true. But like, I mean, she streams like crazy. music streams like crazy. I just don't understand how like they don't be selling, bro. If you're not, it seems like if you're not Nicki, Cardi, Meg, like, or Beyonce's in her own. Beyonce and Rihanna are their own entities.
SZA.
SZA too, but SZA got a lot of male support. We be buying SZA album. We know SZA fire as fuck. We be buying her album, bro.
Well, okay. It's like, all right, boy, 50% of a female's base is the girls who support. 25% is the males who find them attractive. The other 25 is the ones who find them attractive and like their music.
Right. But at the same time, even the ones we find like the attractive, like we don't go out of our way to like buy the album. Like we're just not. We don't go copy out. We like she bad, but I ain't trying to hear that.
I mean, that's what it. Like you just said, if it ain't them 4 or 5 females, like Saweetie, Coily Ray, to us, did Ice Spice drop her album yet?
Didn't she drop that little EP like that?
Right.
I don't know how that sold. I could look that up. I'd be interested to see what that number is actually. Academics said that Doja Cat was on pace to sell 50K first week.
That's not a lot.
That's not. That to put into perspective, I forgot who they compared it to, but like Cardi's last album, right? Cardi's last album sold, not Cardi B, but Playboy Cardi.
Oh, yeah.
He sold like 70 something. You know what I mean? And his shit was absolutely hot bonzo, nigga. Like
that Whole Lot of Red thing. That was the other one.
It was the other one after that. Little project he put out after that. Interested to see what Ice Spice album sells. It's put out that EP. EP sold 20K units.
I mean,
20K is not good neither. And we're talking about a girl who actually in terms of success like had hits. That EP was chock full of hits, and for her standards, for female standards, you know what I mean? We might have not fucked with the songs, but them shits were hits on TikTok and all, like, you know what I mean? She had Nicki on there and stuff, like it sell 20K, and all the girls say they love her.
I can't even think of a comparison, like, as far as males. I can't think of a male person who, like, had, like, 3 hits, dropped the album, and it flopped. At least not their first. I was going to say Fetty, but I'm like, at least Fetty's first album was pretty decent.
I think Fetty sold quite a bit.
Yeah, I think I might agree with you. Like, the female support that they be supporting these females, it got to be capped.
Yeah, man. Fetty sold 75 in the first week.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's decent. Like, to me, the goal for an artist now is about that range. Like, if you want to sell about 70 to 100K if you can. That means you're on pace to go gold at least. But when you selling 20 and 30, like it's gonna take you a long time for that album to go gold. Like nowadays, these artists are relying on streams because that's
yeah.
That's where the money is. You gotta be top dogs to sell these days, though. Like, you know what I mean? Drake, Kanye, Jay, You know, those guys, Wayne, like, as far as Wayne like falling off the way he did,
He didn't
he
fall off.
he still sells. So like it's like you're gonna cop a Wayne album, you know, and there's some diehard fans who would just stand by it no matter what. You know what I mean? It's just like
Like you, right?
I'm gonna listen to Wayne and I'm gonna I'm gonna give my honest opinion of it. You know,
Since we're here, right? Wayne, he's dropping. He's planning on dropping the Carter 6, but before the Carter 6, we're getting the fix before the 6. This Friday. How you feeling? What are you expecting, I should say?
I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm not gonna be like it's about to be fire. I'm not gonna say that. You know, I don't know what version of Wayne are we getting. Are we getting No Ceilings Wayne? Are we getting Carter Wayne? Are we getting Blood Wayne, Skateboard Wayne, Undisputed Wayne, Enzymes Wayne? Which Wayne are we getting? You know,
Okay, I can be from what it's talking. I can assume it's no mixtape, so it won't be a mixtape Wayne or a Carter Wayne. I'm expecting like a a rebirth maybe.
do we even want that? That's I mean, Drop the World was cool,
Okay,
but like after Drop the World, it was just like, nigga, you know what I
I
mean?
mean, give him a chance because he dropped what that feature.
It also depends on who's producing this shit.
Who is his main producer?
It's a isn't it T Wayne?
Because he uses so many.
It's T Wayne and it's Tune.
So
Yeah, Tune something. Yeah, I think he was, but those guys were like, I thought those guys was under the Cash Money umbrella. So are those guys even his producers anymore?
he need to get in the studio with drama
That's
and
who he needs to get back with. He needs to get back with Drama. He needs to stay the fuck away from DJ Khaled. You know what I mean? Wayne, I know you love Khaled, bro. We all fuck with Khaled, but that's not your producer, bro. That's not who you feature on Khaled's projects. Keep doing that, but do not
I
let this
wouldn't have,
nigga produce your album.
I wouldn't mind 40.
Drake is selfish.
Like, come on now. Me and you both know if Wayne was like, let me get some beats from 40. He'd be like, bet.
It would have already happened. It would have already happened, bro. It would have already happened. Drake is supremely selfish. I'm surprised ain't nobody called this nigga out on it already, bro. This nigga Drake is selfish as shit.
He loves himself.
I would have, if I was an artist, I would have called Drake out a long time ago. You'd be like, yo, Rio, what up, my guy? I'm like, what up, Drizzy? Hey, man, can I talk to you real quick? How come every time I come over here, it's always some feature shit? Like, can I buy a beat from 40, nigga? Can I get a beat?
That's crazy.
Well, 40, like, he really don't like, no, cut the accent shit, nigga. Like, can I get a beat? He's like, yo, my guy, with the hostilities. Like, all right, I just told you to cut the accent. Like, nigga. Like, come on now. You just can't be hogging up all the 40 beats by yourself. Let me shout out 40. Can I shout out 40 on the track?
Who produced Seeing Green? It couldn't be 40. Even if whoever produced that. Who? Like, I'm trying to think. Who has been producing for Wayne?
Let me see. Oh, Wayne, like right now, Wayne is under the Rock Nation umbrella,
which is annoying, but yeah.
So the people he credit on Carter 5, Swiss Beats was on Carter 5. There's a lot of producers.
We'll take that. Oh, hey, if all those fail, just go Kanye.
But it's like, is Kanye ready to, or is Kanye in a mind state to produce for somebody like Wayne? You know what I mean? Because you gotta understand, Kanye don't want to really do the cussing and you know.
It's that he don't do the cussing on his project. If you're making a beat for somebody, he don't care what you put on there. That's your beat now.
I would love for Kanye to produce Wayne's next album. Actually, they've made magic together already. Like,
Plenty
so,
of time.
some of these producers I don't know. Cool and Dre did some. Manny Fresh did one. Metro Boomin. I'm gonna be honest.
Batman.
Wayne and Metro Boomin aren't a glove. Like, they're not a fit.
I agree.
They're not a fit. Yeah, that shit. Wayne should stay away from Metro Boomin too.
Yeah.
You know? For some reason, it just doesn't work. I think Wayne needs to connect back with, if he can get his Cash Money producers to do some shit, he need to get those guys. Manny Fresh, he need to stick with Manny Fresh and DJ Drama, like you said. No.
DJ Drama, Swiss Beats, 40, Kanye.
He ain't getting 40. I'm letting you that. You know that now.
You can't tell me if Wayne was like, yo, Drake, let me get something for 40. You're not gonna tell me Drake wouldn't say bet.
I'm telling you, it would have already happened already, bro. I'm telling you.
Unless it's one of those things where, you know how we always hear Wayne got so many songs in the vault. It might be like he got some stuff in the vault from 40 he just ain't used.
If 40 did do some shit for Wayne, best believe Drake is featured on that track.
Which we're okay with.
But it's like,
right.
Can I just get a single from, like, can I get can I just, you know?
You would think that all three of them would rotate producers, right?
Yeah, I mean,
who produces for Nicki?
Her main producer is who she be? She be shouting him out. It's well, Nicki's still under Cash Money, if I ain't mistaken.
I think. I ain't trying to have you look all this up, but yeah, I don't remember.
Be factual with this shit, and people be like, "Nah, nigga, you wrong." Like, you know how fans are.
Right. The barbs. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it that Labyrinth, dude? What was Nicki's last album?
That old joint with Seeing Green on it.
You don't remember the name of it though.
Was it Outer Space? Something like that. Oh, let me see.
She got Pink Friday 2 coming out. Like
right.
I said.
Beat me up, Scotty.
The last, like, and that wasn't even like, that was like a remaster of an old.
Yeah, I know. Right, it has that 2021. Anything before that was the Queen album. That was 2018.
Okay, let's look at the Queen album.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, didn't do so good.
Metro Boomin was on that. Mike Will Made It was on that. Zaytoven. Which I think a lot of these rappers need to go back to Zaytoven. I'm gonna be honest. Like you ain't. When's the last time you heard Zaytoven?
True.
Zaytoven, I think Zaytoven is a hell of a beat maker, man. That's kind of crazy.
Um. Uh. DJ Mustard.
Mustard on the beat, yeah, yeah, that's true. Like I don't know, DJ Mustard is weird too. It says, um,
That's
One Zell is his name. Wenzel, however you fucking say it. He do be shouting him out a lot. There's a lot of producers who've like, remember Bangladesh? What the fuck happened to Bangladesh?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh was producing a lot for Wayne too, if I ain't mistaken. I don't know, man. Some of these rappers just need to get back to the roots. I'm gonna be honest.
Travis.
You saying Travis need to get back to the roots?
No, Travis. Travis can produce.
Oh yeah, he was producing a lot.
Yeah,
I don't
Wayne
know. But do you think? Okay, do you think because Kanye and Travis are kind of at odds that people are just steering away from it?
No.
We know Drake don't give a damn.
It might be one of those things where artists that's been doing this for a minute, they like at this point we know who Kanye is. We know how he acts. We know how he is. He'll be all right.
It's one of those things like, do you want to get on Kanye's
still,
bad side? Like,
what do you have to lose, honestly? Because
don't
get me wrong.
Not getting features and production from Kanye.
I mean, I get that, but there's plenty of other producers out here. But Kanye's not making music for anybody anyway, so it's not like you're missing out. He ain't like he on a tour giving out hella features. He's not.
I mean, but you still kind of want that, though. Like, you want that option. Like,
so you
what if Wayne do drop and we do get a Kanye feature?
He won't. You in your hearts of hearts, we don't believe that'll never.
I'm just wishful thinking. I'm just wishful thinking over here.
That would never happen.
Okay, Drake's album is rumored, which he pushed it back, and so it's coming out October 4th, I believe.
6.
October 6th, which is even like more Drake-ish of him. And I did say, because six God, like,
okay.
And I did say October would most likely be the Drake. Didn't I say October was gonna be the album month? I did say it. I called it.
October's very own.
Yeah, I figured as much. Very Drake-ish of you, Aubrey.
I think they said October 6th he would be in Toronto.
He should be done with his tour by then. That's what he said. That's why he puts the album back. He was like, I could give y'all the album mid-tour or tail end of my tour, but he was like, I want to make sure that it's good to go, and
which is smart. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to all the rest of the cities you went to not perform the news joints.
Right, like you on tour still, and then your new album drop, and then you get to perform those songs by you.
Yeah.
But
I like this, but dude is not the glaze, but dude is a mastermind. The whole song of the night thing, niggas is gonna pick up on that and use that.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he what I will say about Drake is that he has a knack for he won't leave you hanging. Like he knew people would be upset about pushing the album back, So he was like, "Hey, check out this track with SZA." Like, you know,
What's your thoughts on that?
it's decent. I think SZA did her thing. Um, I think you said the first verse wasn't in. It was like it's okay. Like it.
Yeah, I like the second verse better than the first one.
Yeah, like it's a good concept. You know what I mean? Crazy
And
that crazy after everything that's happening, the nigga got a scissor feature. I mean, they cool though. Like I've been telling people they've been cool. Like
what's the chance to see Buster Doonies?
now, it's possible. That could be something that was revisited when they, you know, he had to have got her in the studio personally. That couldn't have been a I'm gonna send this track to you type shit. You
For
know,
sure. For sure. 12
yeah.
o'clock.
We know we know
One?
we know how Champagne Poppy do. He's like, he's like that was a great recording session. Hey, let me take you out to dinner. While you're here in Toronto, it's the least I can do.
No, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. You want to meet the diamonds?
He's like, okay, where we going? He's like, oh, no need to leave. I'll just have the chef come and cook it for us. Like, you just tell him what you want.
That's crazy. 40, give us a moment.
Kind of crazy, I can see Drake doing that for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. But only thing I would have wished, the fact is both of them, I would have liked it to be like how Kendrick did with the little arguing back and forth song that he got.
Not Drake.
That would have been
It's
fire.
not Drake, though. It's not Drake. Kendrick can do some shit like that because this nigga Kendrick always trying to be politically correct and
Right.
I feel like they did what they had to, but like I feel like it could have been even more so, like how Drake used to do with Rihanna, but that's like another whole nother chemistry he got with Ree. So like, but if you would have gave us like a ballad, like some Take Care shit, that would have been fire.
Or even how SZA did with Travis on Love Galore.
Yeah.
One of them ones.
We see like I don't know, man. It's crazy. SZA is a hell of an artist, bro. That's a hell of an artist. In many ways. Many ways.
Yeah.
She's one of those. She's quickly became one of those.
Top 5.
That's crazy.
I don't care how I say it. Top 5.
My guy Kai. Sorry, Kai.
You should have did that offline, my boy.
Right? Don't do that. Right, man. She was.
That's one of them. Like, okay, computer being. If I'm a celebrity or a streamer, for example, I'm not gonna do that in front of the community. I'm gonna hit you privately. If you don't respond, I gotta pull up smoothly with the VIP tickets backstage. Now we face to face. Now what?
Right. I mean, curve is curve, but don't get curved in front of your peoples like that. Like, and you gotta understand, man. One thing like SZA can say is like, I dated Drake. Like, it's like, bro, her standards could be like on a whole nother level.
Wait. That was prior to who we knew Drake is today, though.
But like, she can use that to like, it's like saying like, man, when I was in high school, I'm trying to get an example. Who's in my like? That's like, okay, hey man, just so y'all know, when I was in high school, I dated Laura London. Like, no offense to Nip, but like I dated Laura London. Like, my standards could just be where my standards are. Like, I'm not settling for nothing lower because I've dated this chick,
Yeah.
Imagine you talk to a girl, right? And she, y'all talking, and she like, oh, just, you're not gonna believe me, but I dated Michael B. Jordan. And it's like, for real? Like, you dated.
Well, the first question is gonna be when.
And she'd be like, we went to high school.
That wasn't the same Michael B.
But it's Michael B. Jordan, nigga. Like,
but he wasn't that Michael B. That's like,
imagine y'all run into him somewhere you
Okay.
know, and he like, oh shit, Suzanne, what's up?
Like, all
It's like, all
right,
right,
man.
bro. Like, come
All right.
on. You got to intervene. Allow me to introduce myself, brother. I am
Oh, that's
Suzanne's
nice.
new
How you
boyfriend.
been? How you
Yeah, the nigga
been?
puts you to the side. Yeah, that's cool, buddy. So, Suzanne, what's up?
It's been so long.
We should catch up and get lunch. You're like, nigga, I'm standing right here.
Like, I like the Alfredo what the
like, yeah, I see you, brother. I get to you in a second. Like I said, Suzanne, you look good. You look good these days. Like, all right, this nigga's trying to catch a bullet. It's cool. Now, this is your standards could be different. I don't know. Like, you date a celebrity, you kind of got it. You know. I'm Ice Spice. Like, niggas, whoever pulls is like. But I don't think she's to be pulled. If we're being honest,
it's gonna be a lane.
I don't think she's gonna be pulled. She's already like stated that she's in her having fun stage.
But
You
she's
know?
not even by herself.
Like, she's single from her what she says. Like, she's having fun, which means like whoever she finds to be that guy, she gonna and move on to the next.
I don't know what that's gonna be. I can't think of nobody.
I just like, and then you got people. Hey, Meg broke up with old boy, right? I don't know if you seen his new girl though.
Yeah,
That's a hell of
tough.
that's a hell of a bounce back. If we're being honest, that's a hell of a rebound. That's a Dennis Rodman like rebound. If we're being honest,
Fair.
I don't know who Shotty is, but like God, he got it.
Fair.
I wasn't familiar with his game.
I still take the first though.
Yeah, I would definitely take. People was like, oh, I saw somebody say upgrade. I was like, that's a stretch. That's not what that is.
Right.
But it is
Right.
a rebound. That's a hell of a rebound. That ain't no
Out of nowhere too.
right. Right. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Fair. Hey yo, it's a good segue. You heard the rumors? It's all allegations.
What?
Future impregnating Tim's.
I did not hear that rumor. I did not know this
Really?
was going on. Why Future of all niggas? Are we not familiar with who Hendrix is? He wrote the book of Hendrix.
Yo, all-time run. All-timer.
That's what is he like 5 for 5?
Gotta be. Somewhere up there. He number one for sure.
He got it. Hey,
Tim's?
yeah, him and Pete Davidson. Hey, dog, I don't know how Pete Davidson is doing this, but he's doing it. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it. Like, there's got to be something to Pete Davidson.
Right. It's something we don't know.
You look at Pete Davidson. I look at Pete Davidson, and all I think of Nickelodeon. I don't know why he just is cartoony to me.
Like, yeah.
Like
cartoon character.
right? Like, who drew this nigga? Like,
Nigga got all attributes.
the guy's badges must be outstanding.
Right.
I don't know, man. Future is that. Future and the fact that Future can like say the shit he can say to other guys who are dating these girls, that shit can't be topped.
So now I gotta look at it. I gotta get a reminder of who Tim's actually is,
Damn, they go in the studio, make a hit together, and all of a sudden he's just like
the Doonies being busted. Nice chocolate queen, by the way.
right. Yeah, I will say, man, like that's crazy, bro. And he catch a lot of flack, and she knows that he catches a lot of flack, and she still went anyway. Something's got to be said to that. You know,
Oh man.
what can Future possibly say to a woman with the way that he talks and stuff like that?
Oh man. Future, you're 101, my guy.
Hey, yo, when you was in there making music together, I just feel like that's how he
It's
talk.
so
I just feel like
sensational.
was outstanding and like how does this nigga? I don't know. Not for me to judge.
I don't know how he went about it. Because we know that hit song, Drake was on there. Did he say, yo,
Right?
Drake, let me,
It had to
you
be.
know,
It had to be a wingman type situation, an alley oop type situation, maybe.
like I've been looking for a verse for this song. We know Future. He can,
Right?
you know.
You know, he's like, she probably was like told Drake or something, and he's like, well, that's my guy. Like, he's actually very like he takes care of his women. Like I know he gets a bad rap online, but you know how those people are online.
Why he sounds Spanish in Puerto Rico?
Drake, his fucking accent is like not really what it's supposed to be.
It seems like I don't know. I can see that though. A hell of a wingman effort from Jizzy.
To get
You
him in the
know,
game because for a while, like Future was considered like off limits. That nigga is like a hazardous to women. Like
right?
it was like if this nigga's touch you, you're getting pregnant. Just so you know.
If he really did get Tim's like that,
I hope okay, if that's the case, I hope he stick by her though. You know what I mean? Don't do her like you did everybody else, bro. You know,
yeah.
I'd feel really bad for her if that's the case. But we know how Hendrix is.
Why would you feel bad if we already know how he is? She know too.
But it's like, damn, man, you did that to Tim's, bro. Tim's is so sweet. Her voice is so angelic. Like you did that to Tim's, bro.
Right.
Come on now. Like,
Shout out Future, man. That's all I can keep saying, man. Shout out Future, man.
he
This
did.
came out the blue and everything.
I did not hear that rumor though. That's crazy to me.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
It's
And
literally quite crazy though. If it's
yeah.
true, it is true. I mean, you know.
Uh we had Offset on Kai's 24-hour stream.
Hilarious, by the way.
Right.
This nigga is like you sometimes you see celebrity and you just forget that they people sometimes, but like this nigga is really one of those like, hey man, I'm just happy to be here, not at the house. We finna be
Right.
gaming all night.
I ain't gotta worry about the kid.
Right? That nigga was so happy. And the niggas act the fool, you know how they do. And yeah, and it's crazy, bro. Okay, so we gotta talk about this whole him and Nicki's. It's like, bruh. First of all, y'all threatened Cardi or whatever, y'all, and it wasn't even. So they had the VMAs, from what I understand, and Nicki was hosting, and the VMAs was worried that whole night that Nicki and Cardi would get into it. They didn't. Apparently, this whole beef thing is like stirred up by fans.
Yeah.
They don't really like. They might not fuck with each other, but it ain't what it used to be. That beef. Nicki has a problem with Meg right now, though. So Cardi and Meg got a song together, so that's why they were concerned. Everything went smooth though. Everything was smooth. Apparently though, the homeboy of Nicki's husband had posted some shit like about Cardi.
Right.
So Offset jumped in the husband's DMs and was like, made a little like threat, little response to that. They responded to him with that video we saw, everybody saw. they outside looking there. They in his area. Like whole time he wasn't there. He was at Kai's place in Atlanta. Having fun and shit. And, when he caught wind of it, that's when he posted the airplane video, and like these niggas ain't got enough money to be like beefing with me. Like
They don't.
that nigga's stupid though. Nicki's husband is dumb. Like why would you know what I mean? You're like you just got off probation or whatever it was. They put that nigga right back on house arrest. Like it doesn't make it. And then so Nicki's got mad because of that. And now this beef has escalated back to where it shouldn't be. Now Nicki's making these threats to Offset, saying I got people I can call. She posted a video. That's just gonna get your boyfriend in more trouble. You know what I mean? That's just fool. That's not smart thinking. Like, and the whole time Cardi's staying quiet because you don't want to put people in situations they're not supposed to be in. You know?
Just dumb. Just dumb.
But I don't get it, man.
That,
It was going so smooth. Like the fans like did this shit. It was going so smooth in my opinion. Like I was like, oh, there's potentially hope that these girls will just drop this shit. But it seemed like Nicki's fueling. Like somebody said, like Nicki's probably using this to sell albums, to like garner album attention. And I was like,
normally that works. Normally that works, but it don't feel like it's gonna work this time.
Yeah, because it's just so one-sided. It's like you keep talking about her, but she ain't said nothing, and she's just dropping music. You know what I mean?
And that led to the weird recording. What was that 2 days ago?
Yeah.
I don't. It's just awkward to be like, what was it? Like, was she on something? Was her being heard?
I don't know, bro. But you're too old for this. I'm gonna let you know that now. And I'm not trying to be funny, like, oh, calling Nicki. Oh, I know niggas like that's a running joke online. But like, I'm just saying she is too old for this. Like, at this age and where Nicki is in her career, you can't pay attention to that no more. That's beneath you. You queen, right? You're queen. Like Beyonce don't give a fuck what anybody say. You know what I mean? Why are you paying attention to this? I don't get it.
Oh man, it's like one of the things like Wayne or Drake didn't like reach out there and like, bro, you're tripping. Leave them alone.
But it's like, you know how you try to like tell a female something like, hey, and they just won't. They're not gonna listen. Like okay, even if I told her, she ain't gonna fucking listen, And then she already did it, so like I couldn't even stop her anyway if I wanted to. Now she got this album about to drop. I'm curious to know, like one, I want to know what these features will be on these albums. This is very important,
We can guarantee a Wayne and Drake.
Can we guarantee that each one of them will have a Young Money feature? Can we say like Drake, Nicki on Wayne, Nicki, Wayne on Drake, Drake, Wayne on Nicki?
Okay. Let me say this, because I found this interesting because I found this out, right? So in all of their music, well, I ain't gonna speak for Wayne. I gotta remember. But for Drake does not have a single feature on none of his albums from Nicki.
Just that little cameo on Daddy's Home.
Right. That's it.
Oh no! I take that back. First album, not first album. Second album. Thank Me Later. He had what's that song called, bro? It was actually a nice ass song. Nicki bodied the fucking verse. I prefer the better things. Nigga with no money, I like money is in everything. I'm having a good time.
I don't
Niggas
remember.
out here doing it. Fuck, what's that song called? Damn. I'll look it up now. Uh,
I just thought it was interesting that Drake and I think Wayne don't have a Nicki verse on another album, but
Up All
Nicki
Night.
has.
Up All Night is the name of the song.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
much it.
I don't know. Um, I think they said they were rumored that Nicki was gonna be on All the Dogs for All the Dogs.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping they come with it too. I like bring that feeling back. Bring that Young Money feeling back. You know what I mean?
They normally never disappoint when they're on each other's songs.
Yeah. I'm wondering. Okay, for All the Dogs is rumored to like blow our minds with. I guess there's something on there that we wouldn't expect. Is what they're saying. What could that possibly be? But they always do this with Drake albums.
They said topics, the stuff he's gonna talk about.
So no feature.
I haven't heard anything about a feature that'll blow your mind, but
Ain't lie. I could see a Kanye feature.
I can see a Kanye produced song.
I could see a Kanye feature. I could like. I don't know where that situation is right now. I don't know if they still got,
Who knows?
but I could see them. I could see Drake having had like done a song when they had linked up and buried the hatchet and stuff. They probably did a track together. You know,
But that was what 2020,
yeah,
2021.
2021 ish. You know,
Why would
could have happened.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell with Kanye showing his butt in Italy and whatnot.
I'm curious to know what like if there is a crazy feature.
Jay Z,
Drake always got a Jay Z feature.
true.
I think Jay Z fucks with Drake more than anybody. It's not easy to get a J feature. Drake always gets a J feature.
I, f- I feel like Kendrick and Cole could get one too, but they just don't. It wouldn't fit, or maybe it would
Nah, it
fit.
fits. Jay fits with all three of them perfectly. I just think he just fucks with Drake more than anybody. Anybody, and I mean anybody in the industry. I think he just fucks with Drake more. But to his credit, them niggas ain't never missed.
Fair.
You know what I mean? They never
Drake
missed.
up on that nigga. Nah, like went too late. But yeah,
I mean, we'll see. I don't know, man. Right. So who's dropping first? Is it? I'll say Wayne's doing this little.
why you gotta call it low? Why you gotta call
I'm just saying. Like, I say Wayne's dropping this project first. Then it's
Friday?
Nicki.
No, then it's Drake. Then nigga.
Then Nicki's last on that list.
Maybe it's for the best. I don't know.
Man, has your opinion changed on Travis's album, or you still that's still where it's at with you?
Number one album as of right now.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel the same way. It's actually the only piece of music worth listening to right now.
Right.
Which is sad. I can get into a whole tangent about the state of music, rap in particular. But that shit can go on
I agree.
forever. And we ain't got that kind of time today, That's okay. It's Sunday. It's football Sunday. But yesterday was college football Saturday. I
Right.
just want to talk about real quick Colorado and the Oregon game.
Go ahead.
Man, look, okay. What we think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like Coach Prime is Coach Prime, and he's doing a hell of a job over there. Oregon is a powerhouse team, and they were favored by 21 points. Like they did what they had to do. That was what was expected. Coach Prime, this is his first year. New players coming to a whole nother school. Usually when that happens, it takes about 3 years to get running off the ground. And that's hoping that, some of those players stick around long enough to do so.
Right.
So Oregon did what they had to do. The whole pregame speech the Oregon coach gave, they do this for clicks, we do it for wins. That was unnecessary, in my opinion.
That's so true.
And it's like, Coach Prime is just, it's not his fault that he's garnering this media attention. He's prime. That's his life. That's been his life, bro. Anywhere that we call him prime time, we call him prime, bro. That's not even his fucking name. His name is Deion Sanders. You know what I mean? We call the man Coach Prime, bro. I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that people were like waited on this moment. They were waiting for Colorado to lose. So they can be like, see, told y'all he not a good coach. Hey, nah, bro. They play Oregon, bro. You know what I mean? And then you got the Oregon players mocking Shadur. I'm gonna make sure I say his name right. Shadur Sanders. You mocking the man, but the man got NIL after Wazoo. Like,
right.
Like,
yeah, like some niggas putting it up and they ain't got nothing on their wrist.
Right. Like, you not hurting his feelings. He's hurt that he lost the game. He's played one of his worst games ever in his life.
Yeah.
But that NIL money's still rolling in. You know what I mean? Like, we can't talk business because you can't compete, like. But I just didn't like how people reacted online, and like they couldn't wait for this moment. Now they're questioning his coaching ability, and they're like, oh yeah, USC's gonna do. Of course, USC's gonna do the same thing. They're a fucking powerhouse too. They've been doing this. Colorado's new, trying to get up and running.
Right.
Oregon doing all that talking. Oregon ain't never won a national championship.
Right. They ain't been good since Mariota.
Right. Like every time Oregon get to the playoffs, they get their ass beat by an SEC team. Your quarterback, Bo Nix, he think he him, but he not him. We know who Bo Nix is. People in the SEC know who Bo Nix is. You was at Auburn, you flopped. You ran over there to the Pac-12. It's easier for you. You know what I mean? Like you can't put on another cape and call yourself another superhero name, nigga. That's not how it works. We know your identity. You know what I mean?
I mean, even with the loss, first of all, like you said, they were underdogs. Even when people were getting hyped that they were 3-0, I was like, let's give it time.
Yeah.
Them losing was probably the best thing to happen. Get them right back to reality.
That's what I said. I said they should have lost the first game to TCU. Like they put off that upset, but it's like now it brings them back down. They didn't have their best player out there. That's number one.
Right.
Not that he would have made a difference. He would have helped, but he wouldn't have made a difference. But
right.
There's a lot of things, bro. And then I saw a post on Twitter, some lady. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say your name because I need people to know who you are.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Kari Steele is her name.
Mm.
You know, Kari Steele is a proud USC alum. You know, I guess she's a journalist for Forbes. Anywho, she was like, Oregon is taking a stand for all of us. That was her post on Twitter. Still up, by the way. Still up on. It's like, what do you mean? Can you clarify? Taking a stand for all of us. What does that mean?
Right, because I'm lost. I don't
Right.
know.
What they like, we like you reading in between the lines is like, okay, I get what you're saying. You want it to be known that college football is a white man's thing, and you know, ain't no black dude finna be coming in here winning nothing. That's what you're telling us. You know.
But the even worst case scenario, right? Let's say worst case scenario, they lose all the rest of the games, rest of the season. They've already outdone what they've done last year.
Right. You know, they were 1-11, my guy. 1-11. Man, knocked off TCU in the first game of the season.
Right.
Then beat Wisconsin the next game after that. They should not be where they are. They should be. They should lose like the next 3 games right after this. They got USC, UCLA, and Washington. All of which USC is undefeated. Washington's undefeated, and UCLA lost, but UCLA lost to Washington. You know, they should lose the next 3 games realistically. It's a tough act. They got the toughest schedule in the country.
And you don't find it a little suspicious?
Well, Dion wanted it that way because he wanted to, get that team acclimated. That hey, this is what it's gonna take to get to the promised land. These are the teams y'all gonna be playing. Get used to it now.
It's fair. And like me and my dad was talking, like Dion said, this is the worst we gonna be. He right, because come off season, you know how many people gonna be trying to transfer
That's
over
what
there?
I'm saying. These high school kids they see it with their own eyes. When you turn on the TV to watch these games, you know who on these commercials?
Yep.
They see it with their own eyes. Oh man, Dion ain't got to do nothing in the off season, but make a phone call. Hey, I want you to come play for me. Say less, coach.
Right.
Say fucking less. Y'all got upgraded facilities over there. Y'all done upgraded everything. I'm over there, nigga. I don't care how cold it get in Colorado.
You ain't got to convince nothing. Talk to moms, grandma. I want your son to come to Colorado. Done deal.
You a 5-star recruit, nigga. You and like people were saying yesterday, all this team is missing realistically is the offensive line and the defensive line.
Right. Because those both are horrendous.
And when he go and recruit these big ass corn fed, grits and cornbread eating niggas in the off season, they gonna come. Then it's gonna be a whole different story. He already was stealing people from other schools. When he starts stealing these Alabama kids,
them Alabama, them Georgia State, Georgia,
it's gonna be a whole other ball game. And Shadur already said, "I'm not going to the draft this year. I'm coming back next year." So like, this NIL money is nice.
And he ain't ready anyway.
Yeah. He was like, I ain't going behind no other quarterback because there's no way he's going ahead of Caleb Williams at USC. That nigga over there is a monster.
Give him another year under his belt. Shiloh, I need him to tighten up.
Shiloh got to tighten up, bro. I'd be tired of being like, damn. Right. Don't be that kid in the family, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be him, bro. You got that Sanders name too, nigga. Like, go show them, bro. Go show them.
Live up.
Because at this point, they're going to be like, man, Shiloh's starting just because he is Sanders. So that's what it's looking like right now.
They're going to start talking.
Right. Like, get the nigga Shiloh out the game, man. Nigga getting beat all which ways. But, hey, easy on Dion. Easy on Prime, man. Like, y'all gonna do this every week. Every week it's gonna be a soundbite, a clip of the opposite team talking shit. Like, y'all gonna do this every week. And then when he can't win, y'all gonna be like, see, they had every right to say what they said over there.
That's okay. Like I said, and the thing about it is, it ain't like Dion out there just talking trash.
He don't ever be saying nothing. He just be like, man, we gonna come and we're gonna come ready to play. That's what a coach should say.
And he gives the other team props
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah. Oh man, y'all do this for clicks. We do it for wins. Why would you even say that then if you don't do it for clicks?
Right.
You knew the camera was on you. You knew the camera was on you. And then what he said at halftime, he was like, oh, he was talking and he was like, oh, we ain't done. We ain't done yet. And then he ran up the score, fourth quarter, had his starters still out there. It was like, come on, man. We get it. We get it.
But like Dion said, he keep receipts.
Yeah. Oregon, we know who Oregon is. I ain't never in my life ever believed Oregon would win a national championship. Because they do this every year, bro.
True.
Every year, them niggas go damn near undefeated, get to the college playoffs, and get their ass trucked by a damn SEC team.
So just for fun, we already know the next 3 games. What you thinking they gonna go?
They should lose all 3. Realistically, they should. At USC, they're gonna be even more underdogs at USC. When they play, who they got? They got, I think it's USC, then it's UCLA, if I ain't mistaken. UCLA, they're gonna be underdogs at UCLA. People gonna give them a chance against UCLA, but I don't think it's gonna be relatively close because old boy is still out for another 2 weeks. So they're gonna lose to UCLA, and then Washington, in my opinion, is one of the best teams in the nation. Ain't nobody talking about it, but they one of the best teams out there. The niggas are 4-0, and they got probably the second best quarterback in the nation.
I agree. They're going to be heavy underdogs in all 3. A positive would be squeezing out 1 at least.
Yeah, if you can knock off any of them 3, this is a successful season. It's already a successful season. Yeah. That's even a more successful season. It is what it is, Like, I don't know. People gotta be chill on Prime, man. Like, y'all wilding, bro. Y'all like this. This is new for Deion Sanders, bro. Everywhere he's been, it's just been lights, camera, action, bro.
Prime time.
like this ain't nothing new, bro. Oh man.
We riding with Colorado.
Yeah, I'm a Florida fan, but like I'm gonna support that dude through and through, bro. What he's doing, what he's been able to do, is unheard of. Like, and I'm glad to see a black man do that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what would have been more fired? It's just me wishful thinking it. If he went to Florida State or Miami. Or even Gator.
He tried to go to Florida State. That's his alma mater. They didn't want him. I was shocked they didn't want him. At the time, Florida State was bad. They were horrible. And he was like, hey, I'm willing to come coach there. They turned him down. So he went to Jackson State to prove I could do this shit. And he did it in Jackson State.
Didn't they double down?
Yeah, and Florida State was like, we still not gonna, They went and got the coach they got now. Well, first they had the other black coach. He was horrible, and he was like, see, you should have got Prime. That shit wouldn't have happened. There's no logic for these programs sometimes. You didn't put in your head that, damn, if Prime was our coach, you know what our recruiting would be? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's no logic in it, bro.
And it would have been better than Colorado because think about Colorado compared to Florida.
Right. Oh, man. The niggas would have been out in full effect. That shit would have been a family barbecue every Saturday, nigga.
Big tailgate.
Right there in Tallahassee, just going buck wild. That shit would have been Freaknik in Tallahassee. Right. I just don't understand. And props to Florida State because they figured it out. They got the right coach. They 4-0. I can't even be mad at them. They're number 4 in the nation. So they figured it out. But it would have been nice to have Prime over there in his old stomping grounds calling the shots. That would have been nice.
More fitting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long Prime stays in Colorado though. You know what I mean? Once he does start winning in Colorado, you're gonna have teams come knocking. His program might be a little better. You know, I might want to go here because it's a little warmer weather.
Right.
You know, that could be a possibility. I ain't trying to put no ideas in Colorado fans' heads, but just
Right.
know that if another opportunity came, once Shadur is in the NFL and stuff, like he could be primed to be out of there. No pun intended. You know.
Shiloh.
Yeah. Tighten up,
What?
Shiloh.
Need you to be. I need you to get drafted.
You know, tighten up, man.
You're looking a little sus out there.
I be feeling bad for Shiloh because he Prime be having these like father son moments with Shadur on TV.
Right.
And like I saw the other day, they was like, oh, this is the father son walk where they walk to the 50 yard. I was like, where's Shiloh? I was like, where's Shiloh, bro? Nigga just gotta watch it happen. I was like, damn, bro. Like I don't even know if Shiloh is one of the leaders on that team. I think he just one of the regulars.
Yeah. Yeah. Regular nigga.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, man, easy on my guy Prime. Well, I mean, not much else to talk about, man. We still high on Sexy Red.
No.
Go easy on Sexy Red, man. She out here just living life, you know.
I ain't going.
She's making hits. But that's another topic for another day. The state of music. We will touch on the state of music, especially after all these projects drop. You know, we will talk about the state of music, and hopefully these niggas can save it. Imagine it takes Young Money to save music.
I mean, yeah. Travis is trying his best, but he couldn't
Right.
sustain.
It just won't. It's like a breath of fresh air, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, and then the toxic smoke just hits you all over again. TikTok artists, TikTok artists taking over, and it's like, shit, can't breathe out this bitch.
I agree.
All right, man. Well, I mean, you know, that's all we got for y'all today. You know, hopefully, you know, y'all can share y'all opinions on what y'all think about these situations. Well, hopefully, we didn't offend nobody.
We didn't say anything.
You just never know. It's 2023, man. Like people are offended by, huh?
Tell them to stop being sensitive.
See, that's what they really hate when you tell them that you're too sensitive and too triggered.
That's the thing, though. If you ain't sensitive, I wasn't talking to you. But if you took the that's them. That's them. I ain't say no name.
They're like, oh, you called the cops, but you should have went there to beat them up. Like, all right.
What? What would you have done? Okay.
Right. See, this is why that girl got hit with never mind. We are about to be out. This has been another episode of the Lejit podcast. We're your hosts. Once again, I am Real One.
Okay, good.
Be sure to follow us, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow us on our socials. Those links will be in the description down below. And remember, paying us, ain't it. We out of here. Peace.